Hi, welcome back. It's Matt with Hobbyking, and today I'm going to do just a quick assemble and fly on this Hobbyking Phaser KX EDF flying wing. It's kind of a flying wing with a nose, sort of a delta wing jet thing without a rudder. I think it's really cool. You'll see when I get it together that it basically looks like every avatar from the side-scrolling shooter genre of the 90s of video games. It's kind of awesome. Has a lot of cool decals to put on it. Now, there's a lot of things about this plane that are worth noting. First and foremost, it comes in a very plain brown cardboard box. This is how you will receive the airplane. No instructions, so you just get these parts and these decals. Should be pretty straightforward to put together. I've got the parts laid out here, and I've got a bunch of hints and tips from the fabulous comments section at the bottom of our website. Very important. If you ever do get a product from Hobbyking and you're curious about how it works, either you have a question about the instructions, or in the case of something like the Phaser here, there aren't any. Always check the website. There's usually great comments and suggestions in the bottom of the page there for how you can get the thing together. For instance, I have a couple of good comments I'm going to take into account when I build this thing. A guy named Gwindon7, right at the top of the comments list on the International Warehouse page, has said that it needs some reinforcement here for the belly landing. So I'm going to make sure that I get this intake with some fiber tape on it when we put it together. And as well, some other good things. This fella named Denick says it's a stable flyer, cruises very well around 3/4 throttle, and hand launch is great, doesn't require much force or speed, so should be straightforward. He's flying it on a 2200 3S. Now, I was also curious what the battery recommendation was, so there you have it. Other question I had, since there are no instructions, was where should the CG of the aircraft be? So I've got one fellow that says it flies best with the CG about 5 millimeters behind the front of the launch handles. It's got this little launch handle, so 5 mil behind there is what he's saying. And another fellow that says it should be 49 millimeters back from the leading edge of the wing where it joins the fuselage, which is actually very similar to the same location. So I pretty much have all the information I need to build and fly this thing just off of the Hobbyking website. Some other folks mentioned that the decals don't stick real well, so I'm going to make sure that I wipe all this EPO film down with a little bit of rubbing alcohol before I mount the decals, get any kind of mold release or other agents off of the foam. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put this thing together, and then Jose will come with me. We'll go out there and toss that on the airport. So let's get started. Okay, in our Immersion RC Uno 5.8 gigahertz receiver review, Commodore Sperator42 points out that we did not mention that this is NextWave, which is in fact the most important thing about both the V1 and V2, or the Uno and Duo Immersion RC receivers. The NextWave filtering technology gives you almost double the range on your 5.8, so these are really amazing long-range receivers for 5.8. Really good stuff. Another quick thought on putting this thing together. A couple of things. One, it comes with an undercarriage with a steerable nose wheel if you want to use it. I think it kind of spoils the look of the thing. So I have pulled out this nose gear servo, and I'm not going to use the rest of the undercarriage. It's also going to save me a little bit of weight. And also a couple of funny things. The magnet for the canopy here in the nose appears to be glued in with the polarities backwards, so I actually have a self-repelling canopy right now. I have to reverse that, as well as the EDF door here did not come with any magnets in it. Now, I happen to have a handy-dandy bag of similar sized magnets, which you can get from hobbyking.com. So I'm gonna put some of these in here as I put this guy together. So yeah, get this thing glued together, let it dry for a bit, get some decals on it, and go fly it, which is the fun part.
All right, so you guys saw me painting the body for my skate park truck, which we're gonna show you guys next week. But it is done, so I wanted to show it to you. Bam! Yeah. It has Trailblazer shocks, which are very, very tough. So it pretty much has like no suspension unless you're jumping big jumps. But for now, meantime, let's read some comments. Mick VK3 says, thanks for the demo. I would also like to see some data. How about a data log for draw, GPS speed, and temperatures? That sounds good. We will try to do that. That was for the boats. I like helpful comments, I really do. Let's see. There was something about me getting smurfed. That was kind of funny because I painted my hands blue when I painted this. But look, it looks quite good. I didn't mess it up.
That's it for gluing parts together. So I'm gonna take 10 minutes here, 15 minutes, let this thing set up, let the foam glue dry on all the main assembly bits. Then I'm gonna come back, put the decals on it, get a receiver installed, and test everything. So, be right back. Afro ESCs come out and nobody makes like a Dolomite or a Shaft reference. Nothing? Really disappointed. Totally disappointed. You disappointed, Laddie? Yeah, Laddie's disappointed. Sincerely. Also, let's see here. Sphenokonomi says, people keep complaining that they want a 40 amp version of the Afro ESCs. Bloody hell, what kind of copters are they building? I'd rather have a smaller version. Even 20 amps is plenty to make a completely insane 400 size copter. I tend to agree completely. This little guy behind me has 10 amp ESCs, lifts and flies a GoPro and does great. What are you guys building? If this is beer lifter stuff, I want to see it. So there's that. Let's see. Byron was reviewing this or introducing the multi-protocol FR Sky receiver. Several guys happened to notice, do we get the shirt? And that your shirt was color coordinated to match the receiver. Byron, I'm sure you didn't do that on purpose. If you did, I'm impressed. Decals are on. Plane's pretty dialed. Got the canopy all magneted up so he's good and stiff. Balance it out. Go give it a try.
Comments.
Properly rednecked out here for some comments. So, guys really like catching us out when we make some mistakes. You guys called out on the 120 amp Trackstar daily. A fella named Rally Irregulars says, does he say Traxxas link around 135? Yes, he did. Good catch there. Also, Chris Malatesta here got Stewart twice during the BAE Hawk plastic coated video daily from a couple of days ago. Basically said tail wheel instead of nose wheel. Stewart, that's on the back of the plane. You got it right today, so I'm pretty sure you're there. I want to do the multi-copter ones with a multi-copter.
Okay. Was the seat hot?
Yes, very. That was quite uncomfortable. Ready? Ready, Jose?
Yeah.
Can't catch it.
Oh.
And same thing on the pit.
Alex T says we should put some Rain-X on our lens when we're doing our boat shoots to keep those droplets from sticking. We tried that, it didn't work very well. Either my Rain-X is old and funky, which is definitely possible, or I did something wrong, but I'm gonna try that again. Thanks for the tip. Very well. I had a bit of too fast, sort of a rough landing, to put it lightly. And when I hit the ground, I sucked something into the EDF here and pretty much shredded it, blew all the fins out. Normally I would be bummed about that, except I already have on order a 1000 watt system with a 10 blade aluminum fan to put in this guy to really get it screaming. So I've gone ahead and located an 80 amp ESC and a 3-axis gyro receiver here so I can balance this thing out. I have a feeling when it's going like 150 miles an hour, I'm gonna want that stability. Very, very cool. I really dig this thing. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it being even better as we keep building.
This week I get to pick the winner, the wiener. And the winner is, where is he? Andrew13971. He said, the plastic screw, as I called it, holding the rudder down is a shear pin. It will break away, allowing the rudder to tilt backwards instead of ripping the whole transom off. That makes a lot of sense. I did not think of that. So you win a prize. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. Oh, Monday. Yeah. All right, now go down.